Welcome to your Barbados Today afternoon news update for Monday, August the 21st. I am Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. In our top story at this hour, big celebrations are underway at this hour for the island's top students. Education Minister Ronald Jones announced this year's exhibition and scholarship winners this morning. Our Ryan Gills has more.
Queen's College accounts for the lion's share of the awards this morning, 15 scholarships and 11 exhibitions in comparison to Harrison College's 11 scholarships and 5 exhibitions. Christchurch Foundation School copped 1 exhibition and the Barbados Community College 2, making for 45 in all. In making the announcement, the Education Minister Ronald Jones said that the education system was benefiting now from having an expanded sixth form portfolio, moving from 4 sixth form schools to approximately 11 this September. According to him, the results also coming in from Cape showed that the students gained in the high 90s in both units 1 and 2. Ryan Gills for Barbados Today.
Minister Jones says he is pleased with the performance of Barbadian students.
Let me look at the results. Overall, our results for Cape is in the high 90s among those students. Unit 1 and Unit 2. And as the chief said, when you, and she used a term which I'm not sure she was that familiar with, but she has proven to be versatile. When she filtered, no, I don't think she said she. You didn't say she, did you? When it was filtered, so the back could be wrong. When it was filtered, she did say, Minister, we're going to have, if consistency remains, we're going to have more students getting scholarships and exhibitions this year than 2016, 17. It's not the highest we've had. We're still settling dust. We've had as high as 54 within the last 5 years.
Police are on the hunt for yet another murder suspect, and it's the result of the 18th gun-related killing so far this year. Dead is 40-year-old Orrin Moore, who was gunned down sometime after 8 o'clock last night while at Canevale Crescent in Christchurch. His death brings the total murders to 22 so far this year. Preliminary investigations reveal that the victim drove to Canevale to visit a friend who he discovered was not at home. On reversing the car to leave, he was shot multiple times in the upper body by an assailant who then fled the scene. Moore died on arrival at hospital. There were 22 murders for the whole of last year. That's 72% of which were by the gun. The leader of one of Barbados' newest political parties, the New Barbados Kingdom Alliance, Apostle Linroy Scantlebury, is appealing for urgent help for the residents in Speightstown, St. Peter. His call comes in the wake of the destruction in the parish caused by Tropical Storm Harvey. Scantlebury, who did a walk through the community on Saturday, along with Neil Holder, the leader of the Barbados Integrity Movement, said that for years the residents of Speightstown had been crying out for assistance to no avail. He said that the government must act now.
We want to make an appeal to government right now to come into the Speightstown area and create some type of stimulus package for the residents here. If they're going to relocate them, do something about it. If they're going to create some type of constructional infrastructure with the residents to make sure that their houses are safe in case something like this happens again. But government must move now. They have to show that they are just as concerned about the citizens of Barbados as they have said. And right now, lives could have been lost down here in St. Peter. This could have been a very tragic situation.
Barbados now has 2 new cultural ambassadors, Soca Queen Alison Hines and 10-time Calypso monarch Red Plastic Bag. Culture Minister Stephen Lashley made the announcement last night as Carifesta 13 got off to a grand start at Kensington Oval. The Soca veterans will be joining international superstar Rihanna in pushing Barbados' culture worldwide.
And just recently, the Cabinet of Barbados has formalized the conferment of the title Cultural Ambassador on Rihanna. It has also renewed the conferment of the title of Cultural Ambassador on the mighty Gabby. And the Cabinet has already expanded the cadre to include 2 new cultural ambassadors in Stetson, Red Placid by Wiltshire, and the second new ambassador is none other than Alison Hines. The formalities to have their instruments of appointment presented will shortly be put in place.
Barbadians, like the rest of the world, are anxious to see a rare partial eclipse as the moon passes between the sun and the earth around 2:20 p.m. today. However, medical authorities are warning the public to take preventative measures to avoid blindness. Now, Dr. Patrick Martin, who the former chief medical officer in St. Kitts Nevis, stressed that the public must not look directly at the sun or through sunglasses of any kind, color film, X-ray film, a camera, binoculars, or telescope. He warned that sun radiation causes temporary or permanent injury, ranging from blurred vision to cataracts to dark spots in the retina.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Good morning, Phillips & Company, may I help? Oh, certainly. One moment, please. Miss Phillips? Yeah? There's a lady on the line from the Nation newspaper who would like to speak with you.
The Nation? Will she go on?
Well, they're trying to sell us some ads.
Look, don't make me laugh this morning. Ads in the Nation? They're real expensive, and for one here, nobody ain't buying them papers no more. Nobody want to steal news. I hear reading Barbados Today online for free. So I tell she thanks for calling, but no thanks. We just advertising Barbados Today, families. Tell she is Barbados Today all the way.
Okay, I'll pass on the message. Mom, are you still there? Oh, she put it down.
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
In sports, the West Indies will be heading to Pakistan in November. The news came today as Pakistani authorities announced the return of international cricket to its soil, with 3 separate sides scheduled to visit after years of isolation over security concerns. A World 11 tour kicks off in September, followed by a short visit by Sri Lanka for a 2020 match in October, then a 2020 series against the West Indies in the month later. The tours are seen as a big step towards Pakistan once again hosting major international outfits after militants targeted the Sri Lankan team bus in Lahore in 2009, killing 8 people and wounding at least 7 players. Since the attacks, Pakistan has only hosted a limited over series against Zimbabwe in 2015, while Bangladesh, the West Indies, Sri Lanka and Ireland turned down offers over security fears. And on the international scene, 10 sailors are missing after a U.S. warship collided with an oil tanker east of Singapore before dawn today, tearing a hole beneath the waterline and flooding compartments that include a crew sleeping area. More in this Reuters report.
A search and rescue operation underway east of Singapore on Monday after the American warship USS John S. McCain collided with an oil tanker during a routine visit through one of the world's busiest waterways just before dawn. The U.S. Navy says 10 of its sailors are missing and 5 are injured. 4 of them have been airlifted to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The damaged destroyer is now sailing under its own power to a Singapore port. Reuters' Fatinunku went out to see the ship.
We're near Changi Naval Base and the ship is moving. It seems like it's moving by itself. There's dozens of people on deck. The damage, it looks pretty big, about 3 to 4 meters wide. There are a few other boats surrounding the McCain. We're not sure what it's going to do, but they're trying to keep us from the boat.
And that's news and sports, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals and screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Or you can also tune into Mix 96.9 FM for more news. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.